Let us offer our greetings to Heavenly Parent and true parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent. Good morning, true parents. And to all the leaders, Chombo families, blessed families, brothers and sisters, a pleasant good morning to all. Welcome to today's Ahn Shi service. I will be your host. My name is Ronnie from PhilJap East Japan. And for those Japanese participants today, please go to the tab below and listen for the Japanese translation. And now, let us have a moment of silence to meditate on True Father's words. Now that the age of the Asia-Pacific civilization has been initiated, True Parents' efforts, which have moved even heaven and earth, are now seeking a way through which various nations in the world can take the path to a world of true peace together with true parents. Chu. Let us all sing together the Chunilguk National Anthem. At this point, we would like to request our national leader to lead us the Kyungbe and Family Pledge. Please welcome Dr. Angelo T. Halog.
Today is the 24th day of the 10th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, November 28, 2021. To begin our Ahn Shi family service, let us first offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천진 참부모님께 경배 바로. Let us recite the family pledge number 5. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. Meaning of family pledge number 5. Adam's family is the core of all reciprocal subject and object partners in the physical world created by Heavenly Parent, while Heavenly Parent is the core of the subject and object partners in the spirit world. Mind is in the subject position, and body is in the object position. Likewise, the spirit world is in the subject position. And Heavenly Parent and true love can link the spirit world and physical world. We should strive every day to advance Heavenly Parent's will. If we stop, death awaits us. So we must advance forward Heavenly Parent's will every day, even one step. Actually.
Drew. Drew. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Angelo T. Halog. And for the opening prayer, let us call the head of the Education Department of PhilJob, Mr. Roy Karumba.
Let's bow down our heads. Let's close our eyes. Join me in my prayer. Good morning, our dear loving Heavenly Parents, our true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Today is a beautiful day as we come together with our brothers and sisters, offering you our pledge. We renew our commitments to you and to our true parents, pledging that we can be a family that you can be proud of, a family that can represent you and our true parents, a family that can be able to spread your love to other people whom we meet every day. As we have this ancient service, we express our gratitude for this beautiful tradition that we can inherit from our true parents. And as we begin this new week, we pray that all the educations that you've given to us to transform our character, to live a life centered on the heavenly tradition, understanding what is right and wrong, and doing only what is good, following the heavenly tradition. All this education that you have given to us, we pray that we can always apply it in our life, because we want to transform this fallen world into an ideal world. As people who understand the principle, know our true parents, we pray that we can be united together in doing our responsibility, reaching out people, and connect them, Father, to the mainstream of the providence of building Chonilgo. Truly, our life is so precious because we have received our true parents' blessing, and we're expected to express your love every day in our life towards our children, our family, our friends, our brothers and sisters, and to those people whom we witness, whom we meet every day. Pray that we can always remember that we are your representative, and through us, we can be able to transform this evil world into an ideal world. Truly, our life is a life of offering, because we are the very people whom you trust. We are the very people whom you educate, whom you bless. That's why as we begin this week, we'd like to again renew our commitments and determined to become an offering to you and to our true parents. I pray that as we receive again your message today, we can really understand how much our true parents, how much you, our heavenly parents, have been longing that all of us can really fulfill our responsibilities with all the works, our leaders, our brothers and sisters, all of us as citizens of Chonelguk been doing in our mission, in our work. I pray that truly we can always connect everything to you and to our true parents. Bless this day and the days to come in our life. We'd like to report and offer this prayer in my name, Roy Karomba Kiko Mayhara's Central Blessed Family. All this I pray. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you, Sir Karumba. And to give us an update on the news and development of our movement around the world, let us watch the HJ Global News. I'm sorry. For today's scripture reading, let us welcome Miss Marites Sato. Miss Marites Sato.
Okay. The reading is taken from Grand Speech of True Mother, Grand Chunbo Festival, celebrating the 9th anniversary of the Holy Ascension of Sun Myung Moon, the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, October 10, 2021. Christianity, however, was unable to provide the right environment, so they had to begin from the bottommost level with individuals. True parents have the responsibility to give rebirth and resurrection to fallen human beings, to give them new life as God's children. It was for this reason that the blessing ceremonies began in 1960. Over 60 years, many blessed couples have been established throughout the world. Even so, to create an environment in which heavenly parents' dream can be fulfilled, true parents must show that they have achieved it. In 2013, True Parents proclaimed Foundation Day and the founding year of Chonilguk. After that, True Mother, the only begotten daughter, traveled the world with a heart of life of death determination and achieved the actual restoration of 7 nations, 7 denominations, and a continent on the foundation of which she proclaimed the firm establishment of Chonilguk. Chonilguk. Since Chonilguk has been established, it should be overflowing with the citizens of Chonilguk. For this, the registration of Chonbo families, blessed families that have fulfilled the responsibilities, is necessary. That is why I began this undertaking. Adieu.
Thank you, Miss Sato. And to give us an update on the news and development of our movement around the world, let us watch the HJ Global News.
Hello dear members and welcome to another edition of HPHC Global News. Thanksgiving, traditionally celebrated in the United States, Canada, and a few other countries, is equivalent of Chuseok in Korea, a day of giving thanks to God for the new harvest and honoring ancestors. Thanksgiving has its origin in the quest for religious freedom by the Pilgrim Fathers, who, after settling in the new continent, dedicated a special day to give thanks to God for their first harvest in the new land. In this edition of Asia Global News, we will share exclusive images of the special Thanksgiving dinner held at Cheonjeonggung in the presence of True Mother, and we will end with some news of the providence unfolding around the world. The origin of the Thanksgiving celebration dates back to the arrival of the Pilgrim Fathers in the new land of America in the 17th century. It was to give thanks to God for the bountiful harvest. So to mark this day, True Mother held a magnificent banquet at Cheonjeonggung. Prior to the start of the program, the director of the firm, Christina Han, gave a report on Cheonilguk's robes and holy items made with True Mother's blessings. She added that this is an activity that allows us to inherit the tradition and rites of Cheonilguk. Dr. Yoon Young-ho then gave a special report on the 10 major providential events of the 9th year of Cheonilguk and reviewed the activities under the vision of a heavily unified Korea.
모두가 한 방향으로 간다면 정말 저희는 승리할 수 있고 조국이여 밝아오라. 저는 밝아오고 있다고 믿습니다. 사생결단 전력투국 실천 공약한다면 반드시 이루어질 거라 믿습니다. 그런 면에서 우리 어머님 모시고 다시 한번 결의하고, 오늘은 이렇게 많은 활동을 하신 어머님께 감사를 올리고 함께 하셨잖아요. 우리 스스로에게도 감사와 축하를 해주시고 내년 2월을 위해서 다시 한번 띄워주시면 좋겠습니다. 어머님께 큰 감사의 박수를 한번 올려주시면 좋겠습니다.
After that, True Mother entered the hall. Then she received flowers from True family members and IOISP Korea sub-regional presidents. There was then the cutting of the cake to mark this Thanksgiving Day and to congratulate True Mother for all the victories during the year.
승리 축하합니다.
Thereafter, regional co-chairs IOISP, sub-regional chairs and elder brothers and sisters from Korea offered gifts to True Mother. Reverend Lee Gi-sung then spoke of the feelings of the Pilgrim Fathers who in 1620 boarded the Mayflower in search of religious freedom. He prayed that we would realize the dream of God and true parents of a completely united world. Afterwards, Mrs. Moon Yeon-ah, chairperson of UPF Korea, gave the victory toast. After dinner, several leaders shared touching testimonies of an intense year under True Mother's watchful eye. Happy to be reunited with her children again after a long time, True Mother gave some precious words of blessing.
내가 오랜만에 여러분들을 만나려고 생각하면서 옷장을 열었어. 그런데 이 옷은 좀 오래된 옷이야. 미국에서부터 입었던 옷인데 가만히 있어도 반짝반짝 빛나. 그런데 열심히 움직이면 더 찬란하게 빛나. 내가 여러분들에게 보여주고 싶었어. 실감하게 하고 싶었어. 하늘 부모님의 천지 창조의 꿈은 지상에서 이루고 싶으셨어. 통일교회 60년 역사는 광야 노정이었어. 정착도 안 되고 안착할 수가 없었어. 그러나 참 부모에 의해서 기원절 새 역사가 출발이 됐어. 천일국이야. 그러면 그 천일국이라는 중심으로 있어야 할 분은 물론 하늘 부모님이시고 참 부모님이시고 참 자녀, 축복가정 여러분들이야. 이제 2023년이면 천원궁, 천일성전을 하늘 부모님 앞에 봉헌해드려. 여러분들이 이제 참 부모와 독생여 참 어머니와 일심일체가 되어 나아가게 될 때 여러분이 모르는 10배, 100배의 기적이 일어난다는 알아야 돼. 가만히 있지 말라는 거야. 가만히 있어도 여러분들은 세상과 다른 축복받은 자리긴 하지만은 움직이면은 얼마나 찬란한 빛이 나나. 어? 이제 새로운 시대에 새 옷을 입고 참 누구도 갖지 못한 하늘 부모님의 이루 말할 수 없는 천주적인 그러한 힘을 여러분들이 받고 있는데 이제 열심히 움직이는 길밖에 없다. 목표를 향해서 밟고 올라가야 돼. 알겠어요? 그렇게 할 거죠? 그래서 내가 여러분들을 믿고 많이 사랑합니다. 힘내세요.
After listening to True Mother's words, the participants pledged to make heaven proud. The event then shifted to a very festive atmosphere with a cultural show, performances by artists and songs carefully prepared by leaders from Korea who reaffirmed their willingness to fully unite with true parents.
신한국 천일국 지도자는 참 어머님과 심정 일치, 목적 일치, 전략 일치, 행동 일치. 참 어머님
사랑해. 나도 사랑해.
와.
The banquet concluded with the shouts of Okmanse, led by the 5 regional co-chairs of Korea. The second Think Tank 2022 Forum was hosted by the Think Tank 2022 Forum Organizing Committee, the Universal Peace Federation, and sponsored by the Washington Times and Sege Ilbo.
가장 핵심 주제이자 선결 과제인 정치라는 주제를 중심으로 새로운 상상력을 통한 새로운 신통일 한국의 정치 지도를 그리는 출발의 장이 되기를 기원하며 이 포럼이 신통일 한국을 위한 크나큰 자양분이 되기를 기원합니다.
This forum was held under the theme of politics and unification. The 48th Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence, delivered the keynote address.
Peace follows strength, and I believe the unwavering commitment to our common defense and our shared values is the surest pathway to the final and fully verified denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and to bringing about a peaceful unification of Korea within our lifetime.
A panel for communication where experts from each country participated together by connecting studios from 3 countries, namely Korea, Japan, and the United States. During the discussion panel, political experts from Korea, Japan, and the United States were also introduced. The US panel included former House Speaker Newt Gingrich, former Representative Dan Porton, former US ambassadors to Korea Christopher Hill, and UPF Chairman Michael Jenkins. The Japanese panel included Yoshimitsu Nishikawa, Professor Emeritus of Toyo University, and Masayoshi Kajikuri, Chairman of UPF Japan. The Korean panel was attended by Shin Won-sik, a member of the People's Power National Assembly, Kim Hyung-sok, former Vice Minister of Unification, Kim Gung-sik, Professor of Political Science at Korean University, and Shi Lyul, Professor of Political Science and Diplomacy at Myeong-in University. After a video containing the opinions of young people on unification was introduced, we could hear from representative groups, including youth, older generation, and North Korean defectors. Vice President Mike Pence answered with his heart the questions asked. Think Tank 2022 is providing itself as a place for specific discussion on solidarity with domestic and foreign intellectuals for a heavily unified Korea and a heavily unified world. The Think Tank 2022 Forum will create a new paradigm through solidarity and discussion in an unprecedented way. The 2021 Heavenly Parents Holy Community Hope Festival was held with young students under the theme You Are the Hope. About 200 people attended the site and 10,000 people attended through PeaceLink. This Hope Festival was held with the participation of 1,000 newly invited people to the metaverse space. In the first part, entitled Who is a Young Person?, singer Lee So-jung urged young people not to be discouraged in the face of failure, as hope always accompanies them. The second part, entitled Who is the Mother of Peace?, consists of a series of video messages from world figures testifying about True Mother. Young Choi Yun-soo, a mentor university student, shared how she came to know and understand that True Mother is the Mother of Peace while studying abroad and residing in the home of a blessed couple. After performance by the Little Angels, we had a Presbyterian pastor, Choi Jong-pal, who gave his testimony in the third part entitled Who is God? Pastor Choi confessed, I'm here because I met the person God showed me in a dream. God's hand was behind the inspiration for my life of faith. The stage was filled with the voices of a musical group performing a cappella songs. The climax of the event was reached with the exclamation of all participants saying, You are the hope. This was the first youth festival of hope of the Heavenly Parents Holy Community by those who are the true hope of this era and in tune with the Mother of Peace. Korea Sub-Region 5 held the launching ceremony of the Korean Peninsula Peace Summit at Daegu and Gyeongbu regions. The event was attended by more than 200 people on site, including former and current political authorities from both regions, and was followed by more than 2,000 people online. The ceremony began with the words of welcome from the chairman of the Daegu City Peace Ambassadors Association, which was followed by congratulatory messages from the mayor and the chairman of Daegu City, and the governor and chairman of the Gyeongbuk Provincial Council. In the presentation of his report on the 2027 vision of a heavily unified Korea, Mr. Park Kyung-bae, chairman of Sub-Region 5, presented a strategy to make the upcoming Korean Peninsula Peace Summit a great success. He also stressed that the Korean-Japan Undersea Tunnel project will be instrumental for peace in Korea. Afterwards, the chairman of the organizing committee of the Summit of Yeongnam region presented a report on how the formation of the organizing committee and the mobilization in 72 cities and counties in the country will be carried out. Intellectuals and experts from various fields present at the ceremony adopted a peace resolution in which they expressed their willingness to work together to achieve better relations between the two Koreas and peace on the peninsula. We hope that this event marks another step forward in the efforts towards the peaceful reunification of the Korean peninsula. UPF Korea invited Mr. Park Kyung-seo, former president of the Korean Red Cross, to the 7th Forum for a Heavily Unified Korea, whose theme was "Our mission is to build and advocate through peace." At the opening of the event, Mrs. Moon Yeona, chairman of UPF Korea, introduced Mr. Park as a dedicated person who supports the works of reunification of the two Koreas with the same determination as true parents. Mr. Park has visited North Korea 28 times in the context of humanitarian aid program, among others. During his speech, he began by stating that he was deeply touched and filled with gratitude after reading True Parents' autobiographies, which eventually led him to this forum. Mr. Lee Hyun-young, Executive Secretary of UPF Korea, then concluded the event by stating that true parents have gone beyond ideologies and religion to promote world peace. He added that UPF would also fulfill its responsibilities in accordance with its founding philosophy. Local leaders participating in this forum and events at the HJ Chonwon complex have been appointed as members of the Central Committee of the Universal Peace Federation and will participate in strategic good governance projects under Vision 2027. Korea Sub-Region 2 held a conference of heavily communities in Gyeonggi and Gangwon provinces. The theme of the conference was "Let's create heavenly communities in which everyone aspires to live together." It was attended by 150 people on site and was followed by over 2,000 people online. In his welcoming speech, Mr. Hwang Bok-kuk, chairman of the executive committee, stressed the need to work in perfect synergy to create heavenly communities. Professor Kim Yong-wan, director of Chombo Training Center, then spoke about the beauty reflected in activities to build communities that think on behalf of others. Afterwards, a social science professor gave a lecture which was titled "Community Activities to Promote Values of Interdependence, Mutual Prosperity and Universal Values." This was followed by that of the director of Mind Grounds, whose theme was "Perceiving the Value of Living Together Through Mutual Benefit." 6 of the Sub-Region 2 teams working on Heavenly Communities project shared their activity reports, which was followed by an exciting question and answer session. Sub-Region 2 has a total of 61 teams involved in these activities, and 6 of them were awarded for their outstanding results. Prizes were also awarded to the teams that distinguished themselves in the photo competition of the different activities carried out. The project will continue to expand to many locations across the country. Asia Pacific 1 held its 5th Hyojong Peace Festival. The event was co-organized by IAYSP and the Family Federation. Its theme was filial piety as the basis for a successful life and marriage. It registered the participation of more than 3,000 people from 20 countries in the Asia Pacific Region 1. Regional President Damien Donkley called on all participants to fulfill the mission of Chonbo by performing the 3 great blessings with a heart of filial piety. The audience would then listen to the testimonies of happy families and speeches reflecting the heart of filial piety. There was also a Hyojong performance which allowed participants to create a true heart connection with God and true parents. This festival also helped the participants to understand more deeply their mission and responsibility in achieving healthy and happy Chonbo families and creating a peaceful society centered on God and true parents. The Women's Federation in Côte d'Ivoire carried out a voluntary meal distribution activity in which 20 people participated. Several pots of fruit were distributed to more than 200 women and patients in a hospital in Abidjan. Through this activity, the Ivory Coast Women's Federation strives to put into practice living for the sake of others, as taught by true parents. In Taiwan, in the city of New Taipei, the Hyojong Youth Hope and Culture Rally was held, with more than 15,000 people attending both online and on-site. The event was organized by young people who connected with the unification movement through the 7,000 couple blessing ceremony officiated by True Mother in 2019. In the run-up to the event, more than 3,000 young people began a clean-up campaign in September that had a real impact on society in general and the political authorities in particular. As a result, around 50 civil society organizations helped mobilize for the rally, and some representatives of these organizations even gave talks at the event. The rally started with a beautiful modern performance, and then Mr. Jong Tae-sok and Mr. Takeshugi Hiro, respectively, Sub-Regional President of Taiwan Family Federation and President of IYSP Japan, welcomed everyone. There were encouraging messages from Japanese youth, followed by keynote speeches from Mr. Matsuda Koji, President of IYSP International. After that, there was a video congratulatory message from Mrs. Munyana, President of UPF Korea, and then Annette Lu, former Vice President of Taiwan, who spoke to encourage the Taiwanese youth. After the percussion performance named Hope Hyojong, the President of IYSP Taiwan shared a detailed report of the cleanup campaign held in the run-up to the rally. Through a report on the testimony of young VIPs and synergy competition that involved Japanese and Taiwanese students, participants were able to harbor much hope for the future. There were then messages of encouragement from parliamentarians and important figures, and then the event concluded with a loud shout of victory from the participants. 7 media outlets reported on the event and widely conveyed the value of the unification movement to the Taiwanese citizens. IAYSP Angola organized the Young Heroes Awards event and Synergy Angola 2021. This program, which is part of the Sustainable Development Goals, gives young people the opportunity to propose alternatives to solve the problems of humanity, such as climate change, environmental degradation, hunger, or social issues. At the competition, 14 participants made presentations on women's development and youth entrepreneurship. With this, IYSP intends to contribute to the training of future generations who will make Africa a continent that serves and honors God and true parents. Thanksgiving is a day to express our immense gratitude to the Creator. While it is certainly meaningful to dedicate a special day of the year to thank our Heavenly Parent, it is certainly much more precious to express our gratitude to Him daily for all His blessings. It is with these words that we close this edition. Thank you for joining us, and may God bless you.
Thank you, HJ Global News, for the updates, and let us give a round of applause for Heavenly Parent and True Parents. And for offering performance, first let me tell you a famous quote that says like this: with money, you can buy a beautiful houses, but not a home. With money, you can have friends as many as you want, but not a family. With money, you can buy love from everywhere, but never the love of the parents. In line with this, our second generation Field-Jap Holy Community in Japan had prepared an offering song entitled The Power of Love. It talks about the love in the family. They named themselves Mujige, a Korean word that means the rainbow choir. So let us welcome them with a round of applause, the Mujige.
私はフィリピンの父と日本の母の家庭で生まれました。幼い頃はフィリピンのいとこたちと大好きなマンゴーやサントルを食べながら楽しく遊んだ思い出がたくさんあります。その傍ら食べることも学校にも行くことができず、道端で物乞いをしている子どもたちを見ながら毎日平和な世界が来ることを祈るようになりました。私の父は日本に来てから外国人支援を喜んでしていました。そして父はいつもフィリピンと日本をつなぐ架け橋になりたいと言っていました。そんな中で私もフィリピンと日本の架け橋になりたいと思うようになりました。思春期、父に反抗することもありました。人のためばかりでなく、もっと自分のために生きてはいいのではと考えた時期もありました。そんな時、母から父との出会いを聞きました。国を越えて父と出会い、戦争をしてきた国と国が誠の愛で愛し合うことで、これがまさに平和の架け橋になると。そしていつしか私も国際結婚を願うようになりました。そして2018年、私は国際結婚をしました。これからは私たちの家庭も世界が神様のもと一つの家族になるよう平和の架け橋となっていきます。 From now on, our family will do our best to bridge a realization of one world, one family under God.
Thank you very much, PhilJob second generation. Truly, in the families where life begins and where love never ends. Again, a round of applause for the Rainbow Choir. And now it is a time for us to recharge ourselves through the inspiration that will come from our speaker today. He will talk about Philippines towards the firm establishments of CIG. So let us prepare ourselves to receive the words of God and of our true parents. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our national leader, Dr. Angelo T. Halo.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much to our MC for this morning, our Kuya Ronnie. Maraming salamat po. I would like to greet all our beloved leaders and the central families, Chondo families, our brothers and sisters. Especially, I would like to greet our Changyubon Chair, Dr. Mrs. Kittle. Good morning to all our leaders, Vice Presidents Dr. Julius Malikdem and Reverend Ronnie Sudusta, all our beloved leaders and beloved Chondo families. Brothers and sisters, I would like to greet everyone. Happy Ahn Shi. Let's greet our families, our brothers and sisters in the center. Also, happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Yeah, I'm really grateful for this opportunity today to be able to share with you. We are really grateful to see our beloved True Mother today and really receive True Mother's inspiration. Yeah, True Mother is really so happy. And True Mother was explaining the shirt that she's wearing. And really True Mother told us to really move forward and really shine brightly. It's very beautiful and really inspiring. So this Sunday, and during our Ahn Shi service, I would like to share with you more on our activities in the Philippines. So today I will be sharing this entitled the Philippines towards the firm establishment of Channel Group. I am sharing some of our activities, but basically I couldn't share some pictures. So this time I will be sharing more on our activities that we are doing. This time actually we are preparing for reports for this month of November, and also we need to prepare the 10 big news in our country. So also we are collecting some special activities that happen also in each regions. So really at the end of the year, we are making like the summary of the reports and then the main activities that we have done. And these reports are being reported to our beloved True Mother. So anyway, this morning I will be sharing some of our recent activities that we are doing in our country. So centering on our international headquarters, it was discussed by Dr. Yun Yung Ho before that our Heavenly Parents Holy Community, centering on our Family Federation and Universal Peace Federation. So like the internal and the external. So in the Family Federation, this is really the church side, our blessing events, even future leaders department is here, blessing department. So in this Family Federation, and then UPF with 6 pillars, including also the Women's Federation's activities, all other activities to reach out. So on the under the UPF, so centering on these two, we can be able to make our church grow and really build foundation. And then worldwide and also in our nation, centering on this, we can be able to establish a heavenly nation of the Philippines. One of our major activity this time, we are one of the core providence that we are also doing is centering on the Pacific Christian Leadership Conference. We are grateful that we could launch this last month, and in the presence of our beloved True Mother, we are really grateful to our regional president and all our leaders who have really worked very hard. So this providence was launched centering on our beloved True Mother. So I would like just to share the message of True Mother excerpt of True Mother's message during the time. True Mother said, "I sincerely hope that you will let people know properly about our Creator and work to realize a world of peace wherein all people live in unity as one family of humankind, one great family under our Heavenly Parent. Please raise your voices and work together. I give you my blessing." So we had really a good start of the Pacific Christian Leadership Conference. Christian Leadership Conference in our country. And then after the launching, what is really next? This is the most important question, right? So based on the Pacific Leadership Conference launching, so we started to follow up and do some activities. So there are some initiatives also in some areas about the PCLC. We are really grateful to have Roman Catholic attended our launching of the PCLC, especially during the convocation. So we started to follow them up. Reverend Father Anthony Cutiamco, the priest of Our Lady of Abandon from Marikina City. So we visited him last November 9 with Dr. Kittle, Dr. Julius, Bishop Soria. So we gave him the certificate of appreciation, and also we gave him the True Mother's autobiography, True Mother's memoir. So we had actually a very good meeting with him. Dr. Julius presented what had transpired in our PCLC. And then actually we had really good time, around 3 hours with him. He treated us for lunch. And then he shared many things. He's actually very intelligent. He's, yes, what I've said, he's very open-minded. He's an amazing, priest. He's very young. He's 41 years old. And he's really willing to work with us and especially solve the problems or strengthen marriage and family. He knows all these things, the difficulties now that we are facing, the church is facing. So he's really very supportive. So really, we can see that the time is, we are really in the new era, as what True Mother said today. So even the Roman Catholic priest, and then before we depart, he also signed the resolution. So really, this is an amazing meeting with the priests who have joined our event. And then also with the launching of PCLC in Cavite, there is a divine principle education to the Christian leaders who have participated, centering on province of Cavite with our Bishop Philomeno Hosol, who is initiating this. So first, he had one bishop, Bishop Jess Zurilia from the Jesus is My Strength Church. So because Bishop Husol, he gave divine principle education to our Filipino Korean, blessed family in Korea online, and then also Bishop Zurilia, I think, started to participate in that online, and then Bishop Husol also is visiting him at home, and then he could complete the divine principle education series, and then he accepted True Parents, and then so after that he gave the divine principle, and then True Mother's autobiography, and also True Father's autobiography. And then not only that, and then they continue to educate bishops and pastors in Cavite. So they did like once a week of the 3-day series of the divine principle. They completed actually the divine principle, not all sections or chapters, but they completed the basic for 3 days, and they learned that True Parents Life course also were given, and then the activities that we are doing. So finally, 3 head pastors, 6 bishops, including their 4 wives, completed the 3-day series of divine principle education. Bishop Husol told me he's still reaching out a few more, and then this coming probably December 10, they will be coming to headquarters to receive their certificates. And then also the time Dr. Kittle can give additional education to them, and also Dr. Julius Malikdem. So this is truly now the result of our PCLC. So all of them accepted True Parents as the Lord of the Second Advent. So we will be preparing them for the blessing. We will be preparing them for the blessing. So 4 couples here among these Christian leaders. So we will be preparing them if there is chance next year, if we can bring group of pastors to Korea to receive the blessing directly from our beloved True Mother. So these are already results of our PCLC in the Philippines. So we are really grateful to Region 4A, specifically in Cavite province, with the support also of our provincial director in Cavite. And then after that, also we visited Most Reverend Angelito Lampon in Cotabato City. So with Archbishop Soria and also the Women's Federation President of the Philippines, Mrs. Grace Mayo, and her husband. So we visited last November 16 in Bishop's Palace. So we were welcomed warmly by Archbishop Angelito Lampon that time, and then he gave us also donation and then prepared food for us. Really. And then when they met with Bishop Soria, they are like long lost friend. They're like, Bishop Soria was telling me, like Iso and Jacob, they met. They became very, very close, even though it's first time for us to meet actually Archbishop Lampon in person. And then we shared with him also the PCLC, and he was very, very inspired. And then he tapped Archbishop Soria's, shoulder, and then he said, "This is really great," he said. So he's also really willing to support us. He's not really an ordinary, Archbishop. Directly, he was appointed and by Pope John Paul II, and then he was assigned for 20 years in Hulusulo, especially in the most difficult situation that time. That the bishop in that area was gunned down, was killed, and then he was assigned and he accepted, and then he became bishop in that area for 20 years, and then in 2019 he was elevated and he became archbishop. So he's very, very important figure also in the Roman Catholic. So really, we became very close, and he also expressed his support to our events. And then any activities, he said, as long as it's for peace, I will be supporting your activities. So he expressed his heart, and also he thanked us for inviting him in our conference. And then after that, we also had a special meeting with Christian leaders in the United Methodist Church in Panabo City in Davao del Norte. Also, as what I have shared last time, this as indirectly, Bishop Soria was invited. Also, this is our first time with these bishops and pastors. They didn't attend the PCLC, but through this meeting, we could introduce PCLC to them. So we shared with them about the PCLC, and then they are very inspired. And then also Archbishop Soria shared about ACLC, and they are really looking up to Bishop Soria to become their archbishop already with these different bishops and pastors. So 12 of them attended, and then after that, they are organizing conference and ordination this coming December 3 and 4. They are inviting us. So around, I think more than 100 bishops and pastors will be gathering, and then Bishop Soria will going to ordain some of them to become pastors and bishops. So they are inviting us, and they will supporting everything. So the travel to Davao, actually this coming December 3 and 4. So this is also a big group, and then we will be presenting again PCLC in their group, and then they wanted to work with us more, these bishops and pastors in Davao. And then also last November 23, we had the first PCLC online fellowship organized by Asia Pacific 2. And then we are also grateful that we have participants from the Philippines who could join. So this is a very beautiful program. Actually, it was very moving and very inspiring for those who could watch and participate. And then next online fellowship will be December 7. So please invite all your contacts or your pastors and Christian leaders to join. So President Hori, our regional president, gave his message. And then actually Dr. Kittel gave the main lecture, and also Dr. Luan Raus that time. And then we have our Christian leaders in the Philippines who have participated. Especially they gave also the reflection very inspiring and really moving. And because he is a former Roman Catholic priest, and then he get married outside, so the time he think that like he committed like most serious sin, but when he started to learn through parents' teaching, he was very, very inspired, and really we can really work with us more. And also Bishop Pataguan, and also Monsignor Lalo, many of our religious leaders participated and really were very inspired. And then I'd like to share also some of our activities creating environment. Also, a few weeks ago, November 6, we had this Barangay Councilors and Department of Education's conference centering on Zamboanga City. This is, I think, few months that they have prepared for this. So it was co-organized, UPF and also IAAP, because many academicians here participated, and it was very, very inspiring. So Dr. Kittel and Dr. Julius gave very inspiring lecture. So in the Zoom, we have around, I think, 40 participants in the Zoom, but we have around 600 attendees from, through Facebook Live. And then really the regional director, she couldn't come of Department of Education, but her, I think, assistant participated, and also many school presidents joined that time. And of course, the president of the Barangay Councilors League of the Philippines, Honorable Espiritu Santo, participated in this event. It was really very inspiring, even though it's online. Really, we listened from the reflections, especially of the president of the Ferndale International School. She was very, very inspired. She learned many things, and then maybe later on we can do also face-to-face in Zamboanga City. So I'm really, really grateful to all our leaders also in Zamboanga for preparing this really inspiring event. And also, we had the PWPA Collaborative Research Colloquium. It was also very inspiring. There was 158 registrants and then 17 Zoom participants from different regions in the Philippines. So it was co-organized by the Trinity University of Asia. And then, this is research. And then also we invited from the generals and from the military, centering also on the work of the government to eliminate like communism in our country. So connecting to our activity also with the Regional Youth Forum. And then I think also one of the highlight of this event was the presentation of Dr. Rahim Mirshahi about the movement, the Interfaith Peace Blessing Festival that we are doing. And then this is based on research. That's why even the Santiago were asking that through our movement, if we can solve all these, these problems, how can we solve these problems? So if our the teachings of true parents is put into research, it was very, very powerful and effective actually. So that's why this is one of the highlight of this event. So true parents work, especially the interfaith, the true family movement, the Interfaith Peace Blessing festivals that we are doing, strengthening marriage and family, solving the problem. So it was cited in the research of Dr. Rahim, all these problems that we are experiencing actually rooted in the family. So really, when it is presented like in this way, it is very powerful. So it was a very good conference. So I'm really grateful to all our leaders who organized this, especially in the PWPA, Dr. Venus Agustin, and also all our leaders who have really contributed, our staff. And also I'm grateful to our Filipino-Japanese community. Every Sunday, actually, they are also doing some activities. And also during this time, they have really high-level speakers also. And then the topic also is about, the work of NTF-LCAC, the work of the government, effort of the government to solve the problem of communism. So I had the chance to join them and participate. I was also very inspired, and I could also a little bit share about what we are doing with the Government National Youth Commission. So this is very good program, even though they are very busy, our Blessed Families. So they have this ILS, International Lecture Series, and then learning from others to live for others. So different speakers every week, different speakers, They are inviting. So they are actually really building good relationship. And then they are also knowing our movement, our activities. So this is really great way to create environment for us. So really, I'm thankful to all our field job families for their really effort. Even in witnessing, they are trying their best, even though they're very busy supporting us also externally, but they are still doing their best to witness. Really, I'm very grateful to all of them. So yeah, we could join this very important conference. The time the defense attaché in Japan, in Tokyo, was the speaker, and also the in Korea, the embassy in Korea, Mrs. Lani, and then also Ka Eric. He is a former a communist, actually 20 years. He's a leader there. And then he gave his testimony, and then actually he shared many things. He shared many things to connecting also with the activities that we are doing this time, especially with the regional youth forum. So now I can see like things are connected. Really, we are advancing forward. We are really moving forward. As long as really we unite with True Mother, as what Mother said today, and then we really work together, really things will just move in accordance to heaven's expectation. Really, we are really grateful living in this time with our beloved true parents. So it was a very inspiring and also very fruitful conference that time. And actually, every week they are doing this. Yeah, so thank you so much to all our field job families. And then some activities with the youth. As you know, this time, today actually is the second day. We are completing already our regional youth forum that we have started last May until this month. Ngayon, ang NCR na po ngayon, this is the final. So, this is really an amazing breakthrough also through our Rally of Hope. We could have this event in the youth, partnering with the government, with the NTF-LCAC, of course with NYC, and then all other organizations from the government, the DALG, NTF-LCAC, the NSC, and also Hands Off Our Children movement. So far, as of last, yung 16 na region na kompleto natin, we were able to register 24,764 youth leaders nationwide. And then, around 6,473 until 16 ito na Regional Youth Forum. Ang nakakompleto ng 10 hours education natin. Ibig sabihin, nakakompleto ng first sa second day. Can you imagine? Really big number. And these are really youth leaders nationwide. Youth leaders from the university, our SKs, LYDO, really top youth leaders ng country natin. So now we are doing in NCR now. I hope you can join. Meron tayong Facebook Live. Today is the second day. So we will be concluding, and then November 30, we will going to have the partners appreciation in our headquarters. So, and then also during the RYF Cordillera, I think this is one of the highlight also of our Regional Youth Forum, where cadets from Philippine Military Academy, as you can see in the picture, they are in their uniforms. These are PMAers who have participated, right? So really, we are now working towards really building a big, impact in our community, in our society, really working together with the government now. The teachings of true parents, actually, this is really the main, the ultimate, way to solve all the problems. If all people who are working in the government can learn about this, right? We can solve the problems of communism and all other problems in our community, in our society. So this is truly inspiring, Regional Youth Forum. Of course, in all regions. And then I think the biggest number was in Region 4A. Biggest participation, I think, so far. So anyway, really this is our collaborative efforts as one nation, right? Really, we are advancing forward for our heavenly parents and for our beloved true parents. I'm really grateful to everyone's effort. And also, yeah, in Cordillera, the governor of Benguet, mayor of Baguio City, and also the president of the Benguet State University, and all other leaders supported, and also the OIC of, I think, DILG, this one, assistant regional director, so also showed their support. And then so far, these are the VIPs. I think now already more than 80 VIPs have given their support to our regional youth forum. This is really nationwide. The impact that we are doing is truly amazing and really actually very wide. And the support from the government we can see. So I'm sure later on they will going to see this substantial thing and work that really we are doing. How to bring this down to the provincial level, right? And then also to the schools and universities. Already we had the initial meeting with Honorable Cardema, the incoming NYC chairman. So we had some plans. So this time he's quite busy, but we are really reaching him out more, and we will going to start also later on after our regional youth forum as soon as possible. And also we could see some results of this event also of regional youth forum. The KK-DAT, the Kabataan Kontra Droga at Terorismo in Laguna area. They were very inspired with our regional youth forum, and now they are really working very closely to us. They visited our center, and then they wanted to know more all the activities that we are doing for the youth, and then they wanted to educate their group, the KK-DAT, especially these are police officers. Actually, they came, and then they were very inspired also with our Tung Ilmudo. And then after that, they invited Brother Francis to speak in the Laguna-wide gathering of KK-DAT with parents also to share our activities that we are doing. Actually, they are inviting us to have to plan for activities together with them. They are inviting us in the national level to visit them. So we are setting a meeting with them so that we can really work. So this is already the result of our regional youth forum. So we can see now really everything is really moving. Even it's pandemic, really God's providence can never be stopped. And then also with our Tung Ilmudo, despite the pandemic, they continue to expand also. They opened some chapters, new chapters continuously, despite this pandemic, and then also financial difficulty. They could, make some dojang, and then the students are, paying some fees. So they can maintain their structures, and then they can continue. So really a lot of doors really have opened already for us. We have to really just continue, and really we can advance forward, right? Also in Manila, in Caloocan chapter, in Ifugao, our sister Leslie opened also dojang there. And also now students also are increasing. And also in Surigao del Norte, maybe I couldn't put some here, but I heard a lot of new chapters also this time. So far we have 39 chapters from the report of Master Bernard. This time we have 35 chapters now. So actually through Tung Ilmudo, this is really a way to welcome our young people, right? To be educated, and then especially prepare them for the blessing, right? Not only to teach martial arts later, but they can really become leaders of our main organizations later on. When they come to enter through martial arts, they can be educated and be disciplined very well, and we can really raise them up. So these are really one of the doors. So we can see also the results of Tung Ilmudo. We have to do our best to educate blessing. And then also our National Leadership Training Program, they are also continuously doing a lot of activities despite this pandemic. And then also recently, they had 9 members completed the Divine Principle. So continuously also they are witnessing. Also, I think YLT also this time, they are continuously witnessing. So NLTP could have 9 new members despite this pandemic. So continuously, our youth organizations are really working very hard. So of course, with our YSP President Rene, actually they have a lot of activities this time. I couldn't include all these activities, but really the center now for the youth is actually the YSP. All other organizations, so centering on YSP. What is really the role of YSP is to really raise up leaders for our Family Federation, UPF, also for YSP. So this is really the purpose also of YSP. And then really young people with, talented young people that can really contribute in our society. So this is really the role of YSP. So with all our youth organizations also in the Philippines, So we have to really educate our young people and really prepare them for the blessing. This is really the most, first thing they have to really go through and receive the blessing. This is the first thing. And then raising them up, President Hori said, more than full-time members, we have to raise up full-time leaders from our youth, right? For our family federation, UPF, and then Youth and Students for Peace. So what's more important now actually is full-time leaders. This time, we would like to expand nationwide, but we are lacking of leaders. So based on our youth organizations, we have to raise them up and really raise up in full-time leaders, our second generation, young generations, and then our other young members can, based on their talents that they have, they're studying very well, what they can contribute in different sectors of our society. So our young people really are our hope, right? So that's why YSP was established by True Mother to really raise up our young people to become the leaders of our movement later on, right? Not only later, even now, actually, we can see now True Mother is, wanted to see now young members, second generations, young people below 40 years old. True Mother now, actually, IHQ, they're checking now how many leaders we have below 40. Really, True Mother is looking forward, and really, she wanted to set up everything in her, while she is on earth. This is the desire of our beloved True Mother, right? And then to see our young people really contributing a lot in our society, right? Whatever talents they have, they can contribute. Some can work in the government, right? Wherever they are, keeping and practicing the values that we have learned from true parents. And then we are, blessed families. We can show the model wherever we are, right? So this is the role of YSP. And then also with the witnessing and church growth, yes, with what Dr. Yun also, this time emphasized to us, centering on our family federation. So now we need to adjust our witnessing activities, right? So centering on the UPF and all other organizations reaching out, to new people, and then they attend the Peace Festival, Peace Worship, and then Peace Workshops, and then we raise them up to really become, Peace Associates, and then become members of our Heavenly Parents Holy Community, and then become Blessed Family, and then ultimately become Chonbo families. So, yeah, so from UPF side, and then and all other organizations. So this is like the way to, really creating environment and really raising up Peace Associates, and then bring them to Family Federation, slowly educating them. So this is what we are doing now. That's why also we adjusted now. We have the Ahn Shi service for members, and then also Peace Festivals. Also today there is Yojong Nori. Also new people will be joining today. And also we will be doing Peace Festivals, and then during Sundays, we are reaching out more. So President Hori mentioned that it's very important to reach out to more and more new people. Right? Of course, we are doing in our own community now. So that's why during our Ahn Shi service, this will be for members. But outside, especially Sundays, we have to reach out to new people. And then educate them, make them Peace Associates, and then slowly, right, educate them. So these are the qualification of memberships. And then now really True Mother's heart is to advance the providence of Chonbo. True Mother's desire is especially all the central families to really become Chonbo, right? This is really the heart of our beloved True Mother. So centering on this providence also, last October 10, not all candidates could fulfill, but this time they are doing it slowly now, right? So we have around 29 to become Chonbo. Still, we have 1 month to go, and then I could see now a lot of activities nationwide also to complete, right? Also yesterday we just completed another HJ Chonbo event, Liberation and Blessing of Ancestors. We will going to have one more this next month, December 26. So for those who are really coping up all our challengers, still you have enough time. And then really one, I think very important activities that we are doing now, even President Hori is really investing a lot for this, and really he's prioritizing. Actually, he also mentioned about this yesterday in his message during the Chonbo event. And then last time we have reached 250 participants in Zoom. So around maybe 400 to 500 plus families, including the wives, have joined. So during these events, we are really learning a lot from the testimonies of our Blessed Central families, right? Also, the continuous HJLTP workshop. We are really grateful to our HTM director, our Kuya Jimmy, and also our Ate Shirley, and all our HTM coordinators and leaders who are really working very hard. So this is very important to guide our 430 families. And then, of course, we didn't stop blessing, but this time we could see now even bigger blessing events. And then nationwide, we could see. So these are events in Llanera with 61 couples, plus just very recent events. So some of our blessed families are completing, catching up until end of this month. Also, another in Llanera, last November 20. Really a lot of, actually the mayor knows all these activities of Llanera. And then he's very happy also with all these blessing events. So our goal, we have to bless all people of Llanera. We have to really make Llanera a model place. Also 91 couples again in Llanera last November 21 for our blessed families who are completing, Kuya Ramon and also Paray family. They're completing their 430 couples. And also in Bicol area, also last November 21, 52 couples also joined and participated. Also in Cebu, also I don't know how many couples, maybe this is also a big event already in Cebu, continuously also they are doing. And also in Misamis Occidental, they said here 431 couples. Some are sitting at the back, cannot see in the picture, on their tricycles. And then because the barangay hall, they don't have enough seats. So some are just sitting outside in their cars, in their tricycle, they're sitting, but 431 couples last November 19. So also, actually, we have many events. I couldn't put all the pictures, but really now we could see because of the situation now also of COVID became yung hindi na masyadong strict this time, and then we are now level 2 in some areas, already level 1, so we can continue now our activities face to face, and really we can have more and more blessed families who can complete. So through working together and helping each other, we can really advance and really expand more this Chonbo. And then also in NTC last November 21, we had also small scale blessing, 14 couples. But during this time, we had special couple as what I reported that this couple, the presidential candidate, attended our blessing event. So this is truly also breakthrough actually. This one, so they completed. So we are praying for them to complete the 40-day separation and 3-day ceremony. So Calyodi de Guzman, so is running for president for May 2022 election. So he is the only presidential candidate so far received the blessing, right? So really we don't know what is really God's plan, even though actually he is on the side, he is actually on the side of the left area, but we really don't know how God is really working now, right? And then he listened very well together with his wife about the lecture. He was very inspired about the lecture, right? So we are really thankful for all these things that are happening now in our country. And then, recently, lastly, this Llanera Leadership Conference, I'll just show you some pictures. This is the last time with 75 participants physically, and also more than 500 in Zoom, not in Zoom, in viewers. Most of them also from the area. So this is the mayor, Mayor Ronnie Roy Pascual. And then this is the Vice Mayor Frank Natividad. So they completed actually the education. Vice Mayor, he left a little shortly and then came back. So almost also he completed everything, all the lectures. And then 7 councilors joined. And also, barangay ABC president, teachers, religious leaders, actually everybody. So this is the barangay hall, the municipal hall of Llanera, Nueva Ecija. So we use the mayor's office and then the conference hall of mayor's office. Really, it became our own, and mayor is like our member already. Actually, Mayor Pascual. So of course we have done already a lot of activities in the past, but also this time the mayor not only helping us to organize, but he himself now is really learning and studying our teaching himself. So he mobilized also. He mobilized actually. He's the one also mobilized. So we can see now they are really taking ownership now. The leaders. So mother said that really a lot of prepared people already. We just need to find them. So that's why based on this now we have to move forward based on this. We have to make clear plan in the region and especially in Llanera. How can we really make this as a model region? So show you some pictures. So this is the extension. This is the main area inside. We are inside. This is the main conference room. This is actually the main office of the mayor. This is the table of the mayor. And then we use this as extension because we cannot be accommodated inside. And then our Chonwi-won chair, Dr. Kital, he gave the first lecture. Even though he's online, but it was very clear and they were really very inspired. They were really very inspired, all the participants. And then also Dr. Julius, really very powerful, actually very powerful lecture. And then we awarded again Mayor the Ambassador for Peace Award because in 2017 he received only the small Ambassador for Peace Award. So this Ambassador for Peace, he will be putting this to his main office here. Where's that? Yeah, here. The mayor will be putting here in his main office, so all people who will come. And then actually, originally, True Parents' picture was here in his main office. But because of the persecution of the religious leaders and all other leaders in Llanera at that time, Mayor transferred True Parents' picture. He has another smaller conference room here. He transferred here. But maybe later on, he will be returning again because already we could educate the leaders in Llanera. They could now understand why the mayor is supporting us, the work that we are doing. Truly, this is really like remarkable and really very inspiring. Really good area to start, begin with and really set a model. So the mayor is very, very proud actually and very, very happy to receive this. Kuya Ramon told Mayor, if you have True Parents picture in your office, heavenly fortune will come to you. So Mayor believed in that. So he doesn't want to remove True Parents picture in his office. He received a lot of persecution from the religious group, all leaders from Llanera. He never removed True Parents picture. Here, the True Parents picture. And then he's very proud to receive this. Really, Mayor really is prepared by heaven. So also Dr. Venus Agustin gave the very powerful also presentation about the work of UPF International and also especially our events in the Philippines. So now to conclude my report. So really this is the way we are going. So this time we are also doing a lot of things. Now we are doing a lot of also of hunduke, spiritual revival through God's word. So I think this is really the most important also, starting from the words of True Parents, right? Every day we are really doing hunduke already for around 7 or 8 months. We are really learning a lot together. And then also we are also working on strengthen more our organization, how we can organize more, collaborate with all other organizations and reach out. So these are the things that we are doing now in our country. And then strengthening witnessing strategies. And then also improving our education programs to raise up future leaders of our country. So anyway, this time a lot of discussion and with the guidance of President Hori, actually many things we are also improving and really we need to improve in our country. And then also we have to establish financial stability and independence. Also, I'm grateful that this time we have some people also working. It's not that fast, but slowly. I'm sure slowly we can settle things and really overcome, and we can advance forward in our country. And then also finally select strategic regions to focus on. So last time I shared with you, like there are like 5 regions, 5 areas who are like have more foundations than others. President Hori mentioned that we need to have the spirit of competition, right? We need to have the spirit of competition. So actually this time with what happened also with Llanera, Father mentioned that restoration begins in one point and starts to cover the whole. when we think about restoring our nation, also, we have to really start to one place, right? One barangay or one town, one community. We have to start from there. And then we have to settle. So, this time in Llanera, we have this time also I'm discussing with our youth president this time, because the SK Federated President is also looking forward, to have collaborative, more activities in Llanera. So I'm discussing with Sir Rene also. And then, what we need to do now in Llanera. So we actually need to educate the wife of the mayor. So maybe we need to have one focus there. We need to discuss as soon as possible to educate the wife of the mayor. And then the mayor's couple needs to receive the blessing. And then we have to really bless all the families in Llanera, because already the mayor himself is really supporting us. And then we need to have continuous programs and education with the youth in Llanera. So really, this area now, we need to make this as a model. Father said that restoration begins in one point, and from there it starts to cover the whole. So restoring our nation, there should be really one area that can become a model in our nation, right? So if Llanera is the area, then we have to start from here. That's why we need to discuss more. Also, the national, not only the region 3, national needs to also really work closely with Llanera. How can we continue our activities there? Actually, we have already signed an MOU in Llanera. And then I reviewed yesterday this MOU, because we have done this during the Rally of Hope. Basically, for the blessing events this time. For the blessing events, continuous blessing events, the government will support, and also youth activities. So this time I am thinking we need to conduct also survey in Llanera. What are the basic problems in Llanera? Do they have big problems of teenage pregnancy? So now we need to start to solve all these problems. First, we need to get survey, and then we will going to solve all these problems, and really we will make clear plan to Llanera, and really make this as a model town. And then also we can see later on what are barangays which are more potential there in that area. So really, Father said that restoration begins in one point. So if we really wanted to bring, restore our nation, so we have to see in all areas. That's why the most, advanced area which we are working together now, Canaan Able completely united, us and then the government working together like freely. Then all our teachings and our educational materials and all our activities we have to bring in that area. And then not only do activities, but we have to start to see the problems in the area, and then we start to solve the problems based on our education. And then we can really make a model. We can really make a model town, and then starting from there. And then we will going to highlight that later on in all areas, in all provinces, in all regions, in all municipalities. Once we could show a model nation without, lower number of teenage pregnancy, or also HIV or whatever, domestic violence, because we educated all people already. If we could show an area like this, really our government, right? So now really I'm thinking how to do in Llanera. So we will be discussing more, how can we work in Llanera? So not only after the conference, most important now is after the conference. So how can we make a clear plan and really make Llanera a model place? So centering also on our 5, advanced regions. And then we have to expand continuously until we can really make Chunilguk in our country. Aju? So this is our goal. In this, we have 6 years more. Soon we will be ending the 2021. So we have 6 years more. So also this time, President Hori is asking us what are our restoration activities, and then what are our plans. So also I'm starting to prepare some plan for next year. So I'm sure once we unite together completely, and then centering on the main providence of our beloved True Mother now, and really we work together, we can really make substantial result, and we can really advance the providence in our country, and we can be able to really one day offer our nation to our heavenly parents and true parents. So I really express my gratitude to all our leaders. We are really fortunate having Dr. Kittle and Mrs. Kittle in our country. Truly, this is not, I think, this is not just that Dr. Kittle has they can have the retirement visa easier in the Philippines. I think this is not because of this, because the Philippines is truly potential nation, right? The Philippines, our country, is truly potential nation. That's why, you know, our two vice presidents are here in the Philippines, and then President Tory, almost all our activities he want to participate. Truly, we can see our nation can really become a nation of Channel Go. Bring joy and happiness to our beloved true parents. That's why with all foundations that we have now, what we just need to do now is to really unite and really work together as you, and we can be able to truly restore our nation. So once again, I really offer my gratitude to our heavenly parents and true parents, to all our leaders, all our Chongo families and Central families, all brothers and sisters, for all your efforts and sacrifices despite this pandemic. We continue to march forward. Let's really invest more and truly bring a victory to our nation and really contribute and support our true mother, especially for the reunification of North and South Korea and for the establishment of heavenly unified world. So with this, I would like to really offer my gratitude. Let's really bring victory towards Vision 2027. Let's have a great Sunday today and a victorious Ahn Shi Day for everyone. Thank you very much. 한올 부모님, 천지인 참 부모님, 감사합니다. Our most precious, loving heavenly parent, victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today we are truly grateful to see our beloved true mother continuously encouraging us, heavenly parents. We are truly grateful to live in this time with our beloved true parents, our true mother who is really leading the providence, and with all our leaders worldwide, heavenly parents. I really pray that we can truly invest, heavenly parents, all our efforts, heavenly parents, and really live our life in accordance to your will, heavenly parents, completely putting our life on the line, heavenly parents, and really complete the providence in our true mother's lifetime. Heavenly parents, despite the pandemic, we could really see great opportunities, heavenly parents, and we could be able to really see the great chance to work and come together and really also realize, heavenly parents, the importance of this time and the importance of really uniting with our beloved true mother completely. Heavenly parents, we are really grateful together with all our Chongo families, Central families, brothers and sisters of this nation for really trusting us, giving us this great opportunity to be able to really offer our nation to become a nation of Channel Book. Heavenly parents, we could really see that all brothers and sisters are really working very hard. We could see a lot of activities going on, really advancing forward, heavenly parents, for the realization and for the establishment of substantial Channel Book, not only for our nation, heavenly parents, but to really contribute and really bring encouragement to all brothers and sisters in our region, heavenly parents, nationwide and worldwide. Heavenly parents, this is really the time for us to really march forward with greater determination, heavenly parents, to be able to really complete the providence in the lifetime of our beloved true mother. Heavenly parents, I really pray that we can be able to really use all the foundations that we have because of the foundation of our beloved true parents through the sacrifices of our true parents, heavenly parents, your sacrifices for thousands of years. Heavenly parents, we are now standing in this new era, heavenly parents. We pray that we can be able to really invest everything, heavenly parents, to be able to really harvest, heavenly parents, all the fruits of your sacrifices, our true parents' sacrifices, our true mother, who is really continuously investing everything, heavenly parents. So we can see now, heavenly parents, that the people are already prepared. It's just now up to us how to reach them out, how to share to them your teachings, heavenly parents, how to share to them about our true parents. And I'm sure everyone can really accept and receive our true parents, especially our beloved true mother, the only begotten daughter. Heavenly parents, thank you so much for this great, really great opportunity that you have given to our nation. We will going to march forward continuously, heavenly parents, to really realize your dream. Thank you once again, with a grateful heart, Heavenly Parents, we would like to really offer everything, all these things and activities that we are doing in our country. And before we end this year, we're going to continue to invest, Heavenly Parents, and really prepare to welcome the new year of 2022, Heavenly Parents, with greater determination. Thank you so much once again for all our leaders and the central families and brothers and sisters who are really investing everything, Heavenly Parents, for the realization of your will. Thank you once again for everything. I really pray that through this Ahn Shi Day, we can really renew our heart, our determination, Heavenly Parents, and really advance forward until the day that we can truly establish substantial channel book in our nation and really support for the reunification of North and South Korea and for the establishment of heavenly unified world. Thank you once again for everything, Heavenly Parents. Together, we would like to offer and report this in our names. Leo Angelo and Kayo Halog and the family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you very much, Dr. Angelo T. Halog, for the inspiration and the report of what was going on in the Philippine Providence. The coming together of different religious leaders, prominent people, and young leaders in our country is really the starting point of the firm establishment of Chunilgo. The unfolding of these events were not coincidental, but the fruits of a long and painful sacrifices of Heavenly Parent, true parents, and of our hardworking leaders and brothers and sisters. So please let us all continue supporting the national providence in the Philippines. Once again, a round of applause for our national leader. And for the offertory song, let us all sing song number 10, My Offering. The offertory prayer will be said by PhilJab East District Director, Mr. Isaiah Florentine.
사랑하시는 하나님 부모님, 준진참 부모님, 감사합니다. Today we receive so much inspiration from the report of our national leader, and we receive so much love from our heavenly parents and our true parents. Really, we can see now, step by step, each families are turning to become your home, to become your children. Let it be that we can contribute more for that, so that our true parents' suffering can be able to turn into joy and happiness, as well as to your suffering for your endurance of overcoming this historical restoration of the providence. Let it be that all of the Central Blessed families can be able to really do our very best to contribute for the advancement of realizing Chunilgo. Once again, we would like to offer you our inspiration. Especially, we would like to offer our families to become your instrument as well for the realization of Kingdom of Heaven here on earth. As a family, we would like to thank you for this unsealed. We would like to offer to you everything once again. We would like to report this with humble heart, in humility, with gratitude. I report this in our name, Isaias Kauri Florentino, Central Blessed Family. Aju.
Jew. Let us now have our player. Jew. Jew. And now, may I request for the HQ staff for the news and announcement, please?
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcement. Tomorrow is the start of another 7-day series Divine Principle virtual seminar with the theme Raising Young People of Your Heart. There is a registration fee of 210 pesos. For registration and more inquiries, please contact Ms. Marvic Advincola. And we have another batch of 7-day Yojong Leadership Training Program. This will start on November 30. With the team Raising Leaders and Educators who will take care of the HTM Blessed families to become core members. There is also a registration fee of 300 pesos. For registration, please contact Ms. Mary Rose Tormes, the National HTM Secretary, or Jennifer Quasito, the HTM Education Secretary. We also would like to invite all single core members aged 15 years old and above to the Chanbo Youth Education with the theme HD Chanbo Youth Living Saints for World Peace. This will be on December 4 and 5, 2021 at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Manila time. There is a registration fee of 150 pesos. For more details, please contact Ms. Jade Melvi Espejo or your local IAYSP officers. And the Asia Pacific 2 Special Workshop Candidates in Initial Communication. This is for second generation members who are matching candidates, those with proposals or initial communication stage, and blessed parents and matching supporters. This will be on December 5, 2021, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Manila time. There is also a registration fee of 250 pesos per person. For more information, please contact Mrs. Jayan Manabat Sugira or your local BFD coordinators. And we have also the Global Parents Matching Convocation. This is for blessed parents who have second generation matching candidates that are 20 to 30 years old and matching supporters. This will be on December 18 and 19, 2021 at 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Manila time. There is also a registration fee of $10. So per candidate, $10 per candidate. So for more information, please contact your local BFD coordinators. And we would like also to remind all our blessed families and members about the Yajang offering. We only have 2 days left before the deadline on November 30. We encourage all our blessed families and members to don't miss this opportunity to offer to our beloved True Mother. Any amount of donation is okay. So these are the list of those who have already given their Yajang offering. So you can send your precious donation to our bank accounts. For peso donation, you can send it to our PNB peso account. And for dollar donation, you can send it to our BPI dollar account. And for your tithes and donation, family service donation, please send it to your local centers or regional centers bank accounts. That's all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I will just add a little bit. Yeah, I just would like to add a little bit for the Hyojong offering. Really, we have only 2 days remaining for this, and this will really be our offering our love to True Mother. Actually, this time po, we have, I think, around 300 plus blessed families just offered. In the Philippines, we have around 900 plus blessed families. So still, we have many blessed families who couldn't offer. So I really encourage all our blessed families and members to do not miss this opportunity. This is how we show our love and support our beloved True Mother. So I really hope that all our blessed central families po, all brothers and sisters, even our young second generations, they can make an offering, any amount po. So only we have 2 days remaining. So I really hope that all our blessed central families and brothers and sisters can be part of this offering to our beloved True Mother. So let's do our best po to really show our love and dedication through this Hyojong offering. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, thank you for the news and announcement. And for our recessional song, let us sing song number 40, Unity. So this is where we end our Ahn Shi service today. I wish you all in good health. May the blessing of God be upon us always, and let true love reign in our heart forever. Looking forward in meeting all of you again in the next Ahn Shi service. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po, and have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Mabuhay po.
Happy Ahn Shi.
Thank you,
everyone.
Happy Ahn Shi.
Umaga po. Maraming salamat.
Hello. Regalo po sa lahat.
Luya kayo dyan. Luya kayo mga kapatid.
First, the leaders of Punjab.
Thank you po, National leader.
Patay ko nga tanalan sa amin. Preparation para to Christmas.
Very handsome.
Merry Christmas. Advance Merry Christmas po.
Kuya Mon.
Yes.
Ay, Kuya Raon.
Phil family. Thank you, Sir LA.
Sa Professor Jaime Bigonia.
Merry Christmas sa lahat.
Hello.
Medyo lumawan. Good morning.
Good morning po. Merry Christmas po.
You, Ronisa.
Morning, Doc.
Morning.
Kuya Ramon Bacana. Congratulations.
Good morning, Second Christmas.